So welcome to today's video on starting over, and it's such an interesting and important topic because many of us are in that position and have done this before. We have started over from what would be considered a collapse or a destruction of a previous experience or life, and within those rubble war zones, we are having to actually pick ourselves up and start back again. And um, it's so critically important to be able to reclaim parts of ourselves from previous chapters in our lives to be able to rewrite those stories going forward. Because as we know, with trauma and pain, it can really close our hearts down and really prevent us from being healed and move forward. So we move forward with so much armoring and so much numbness and so much of that sort of defensive, protective nature that we are shut off from the magic in life and the potential to experience great and deep love and therefore pleasure again in this lifetime through these incredible bodies of ours. So starting over is a process of being able to not just forgive, it goes deeper than just forgiveness about what's happened in the past. It's about being able to love yourself if you carry shame or guilt about something that you've done, or the ability to be able to love whoever's hurt you or whatever event has hurt you. And when I say love, like in my previous videos, I highlight and I absolutely want to stamp through that position that love is the magical key here that can heal things and help shift things into this new position of starting over, not any time before then. And love is where there's unconditionality. In other words, we start to find the wisdom and the symmetry in our experiences to have enhanced us and give us a greater purpose here in this lifetime. In other words, how has whatever's happened to us actually given us some new and beautiful tools and gifted us with great new experiences within ourselves of courage, being a survivor, persistence, determination. Think back to when you were hurt. Did you crumble up and die and go poof and just disappear? No, you had to dig deep and get through that next hour after just being traumatized. You got through that hour. How did you get through that hour? Who is that person? What are those characteristics that got you through that next hour? That's who I'm interested in speaking to here in this video. Because that person is the one that's starting over and he has that strength now within you to write new chapters. So I want you to go and write down what it is that you've been through. And I want you to go and dig out 5 incredible traits that you had to find within yourself in order to get through what you were suffering in. And go in and see where those are now in your life right now and helping you and others in your life now too. Okay? The next thing I want you to recognize and remember is in these experiences, what we have to be reminded about is our worthiness. So often life can break down our self-esteem, death by 1,000 cuts, right? So we start off here and then we end up all the way down here because we stay in things far too long that are hurting us very often. So go and sit and write down 100 ways, 100 ways that you deserve a new start. In other words, you have to go and recognize within yourself where you have contributed to life, where you have added value, where you have helped others, you have served, you have been a good person. You've got to go and show yourself that again and write these things down, put pen to paper, so that you can see those 100 things listed there to raise your self-esteem. Self-esteem for me is self-awareness. It's about self-recognition. It's about looking in the mirror and liking what you see and be able to move forward with that as a tool to have confidence in this life, in your moments. And you can't start over if you don't have confidence. So guys, get to work. Let's get healing. Love you lots, and I'll catch you next time. Ciao.